I love descriptions of things. It cleanses your skin like nothing you ever experienced before, leaving the face clean, glowy, and silky smooth. Hey guys, it's Liana. Welcome to Untitled Channel. On this channel, I give you tips and tricks so that we can get healthier together in all aspects, whether it's mentally, physically, or by food. So if that sounds like your thing, make sure to like this video and please subscribe to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing another skincare product. So the skincare product that I will be testing today is a KONJAC sponge. And I don't actually know if I'm saying that right. I think it is konjac, but I always feel like saying cognac, but that's a liqueur, it's an alcohol, so it's not that. I haven't actually seen that much about it on YouTube, so I thought it'd be really interesting to bring you along and just see what it does to my skin, basically. This one that I've got here is from Beauty Kitchen, and it is 97% water, and it's made from pure edible vegetable plant roots. Now, it kind of sounds like a food because it is rich in minerals
A, B1, B2, B6, B12, C, D, E,
and it has
proteins, lipids, fatty acids,
and some minerals, which include
copper, zinc, iron, and magnesium.
This one is 100% biodegradable and it is fully sustainable. This one says you can replace it every 2 to 3 months, but then some others that I was looking at when I was reading up about KONJAC sponges say that you should replace it every 3 to 5 weeks, depending on how much you use it. And another great thing about KONJAC sponges is that they are pH neutral, which means that they leave your skin balanced and they don't ruin your epidermis, and they are naturally antibacterial. KONJAC sponges, I don't ever think made their way over to Europe. I mean, I've never really heard of them. I got gifted this from my aunt, but I hadn't really heard of them before that. But I know when I was researching them that they are really big in Asia. So, you know, Asian skincare is great, so let's hope this is as well. So how do you use it? It's actually really easy. It's a 3-step process. The first is to rinse and hydrate the sponge in warm water. The second is to squeeze out any excess water. And the third one is to gently cleanse your skin using circular motions, avoiding the eye area. So like I said earlier, because this is a cleansing product on its own, you don't have to use a cleanser, but it is optional if you wanted to. And if you do, it makes your cleanser work better, apparently. So that's really simple. And then the aftercare is just to rinse well and allow it to air dry. Seen as it is like an exfoliating product, it can be really abrasive if you use it dry, so don't do that. So the benefits. These overall are meant to be really good for oily skin. Benefit number 1, it cleanses skin of dirt, blackheads, whiteheads, oil, and other blemishes. So it leaves your skin extremely clean without drying it out or making it dull looking, which is great. We all like that. Who wants to be dull looking? Benefit number 2, it helps with makeup application. This is because it's exfoliating and it gets rid of all your dead skin cells and dry flakes. Benefit number 3 is that it treats clogged pores and acne. Oh, and that is the other caution, to be careful around active acne. Because it is an exfoliating product, you don't really want to aggravate your already active acne, so just bear in mind. The 4th benefit of it is that it's gentle cleansing, so it makes it good for most people. And the 5th one is that it leaves you with radiant skin. I just want to say I'm not a dermatologist and I am just as new to these as you are, and I'm just really interested in seeing how it works with my skin, if it works at all. So my plan for testing it and using it is going to be, I'm going to use it every day for 1 month. It should be really fun. I'm actually really intrigued by this. I love that it is cruelty free and sustainable. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact price of this one, but I'm just going to get a few prices up just to give you a rough estimation of what the prices are like of this. So just from a quick bit of research, these are really affordable. They range from about 8 to 10 euros. So it's got a little string, which is cute. So I guess it's like when it air dries you can hang it up, which is so adorable. Because I was actually wondering, like, what bacteria? Oh my god. It feels like a really rubbery cake. Like a cake that's gone bad. It smells weird as well. I've just realized that I hadn't actually taken any like skin tour videos, so I'm just gonna do that right now. So I'm just on my phone's camera because I feel like it's a better like color of my skin. I've still got some acne scars and some spots along here and a few breakouts around my mouth and here. But yeah, this I would say is a much better representation of what my skin looks like. So please excuse my hair and everything, but I am just gonna give you the last kind of like skin update. And honestly, there isn't much difference at all. This is my skin and I would say it's pretty accurate, unfortunately. Actually, I think that this colour is probably a bit better. I'm a bit more yellow than it was showing. So yeah, this is my skin. Yeah. I am here to talk about my experience using the KONJAC sponge for 1 month. So I used just the KONJAC sponge twice a day for 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks. I was going to do just the first 2 weeks, but I kind of forgot and lost track of time. So I ended up using it for 3 weeks by itself. And I didn't really do skin updates. There wasn't much to update you about. Like, it wasn't worth, you know, sitting in front of the camera and being like, it's been 1 week, etc, etc. So in the first week of just using the sponge, my skin didn't actually do anything different. It didn't, you know, produce more oil, it didn't get drier. I would say for the first week, it did kind of exfoliate it, so it did feel a lot smoother. And I focused mainly throughout my T-zone because that's where I get the most oily. I mean, I'm just an oily person, but that's where I particularly get oily. So I would focus around there a bit longer than everywhere else. I probably used the KONJAC sponge for about 45 seconds to a minute. I never really timed myself. I kind of just did it for however long I felt I needed to. On the first week, overall my skin was fine. There was no difference to it really. Interestingly, in the second week, my skin did actually get a bit more oily than normal. And so I cut back to using the sponge once a day, again by itself, no products, because I was like, oh, maybe it's just stripping it a bit too much. So I only did it in the evening around like 6 o'clock after my workout. And then in the morning, like I normally do, I just splash my face with a bit of cold water. And also I noticed that I got pimples under my skin. You know, the ones that are like the melia, or it wasn't fungal infection, but the ones that are like fungal infection and under your skin. So that was kind of annoying, obviously, but they weren't too noticeable or itchy or painful. They kind of just popped up. But the third week is where I really noticed that this affected my skin negatively by itself, because my skin was just really dull looking. It still had the little pimples that had come up, and it was just oily all the time, like way more than usual. So I was like, maybe it's time to start going in with the cleanser. So I just used my normal cleanser that I used before this, Urban Vader Daily Purifying Facial Wash. So in the fourth and final week, I started using both of these products together, and I would say that my skin has started to get better again. The little bumps have kind of gone down a bit, and it's still oily, but it's kind of controlling itself. So I would say that this is definitely the addition of the cleanser that's done this. It's not this. So that is my month of how I use the KONJAC sponge kind of broken up. My final thoughts of this product are, it's not worth it. It really isn't. It didn't really live up to any of the claims that it said to. Although I do agree that it exfoliated it and it was quite gentle, it didn't improve my skin at all. In fact, I think it made it worse because it gave me little pimples, it made my skin more oily. And I said that this was infused with charcoal, but I actually read online somewhere that even if it is, it's not activated charcoal, so it doesn't actually benefit oily skin or any skin at all. Maybe it's just my skin that didn't enjoy this, or it's my skin type, but let me know what you think in the comments down below if you've ever tried it, if you know someone who's tried it. I would love to know more experiences about someone using this, because obviously this is only my personal experience. Will I continue using it? Probably not. Maybe every couple of days just to give my skin a bit of soft exfoliation, but I'm not gonna incorporate it as a product into my skincare routine. I think it just made it worse, to be honest, and I don't think it's a necessity to have. So short answer, no. I'm actually really upset that it didn't work for me, because I really wanted to like it because it's sustainable, biodegradable, but oh well. I mean, you live and you learn, and it was cool, and I hope that it helps one of you guys, or kind of just informs you about this out there, because I had never heard of it before. It might just be a bit of, you know, skincare culture that you might not have heard about. Although my personal experience with this product was kind of a flop and a fail, I hope that you did enjoy this video and that you found it informative, interesting, entertaining, useful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I promise you won't regret it. Maybe. And I'll see you in my next video.